Would you have a scope of services?
That's what we just authorized to take through.
There is a scope of services in your packet.
Second.
It's actually part of the
Grant.
Oh, grant, yes.
It's a grant application, right? It's not a scope that you propose to us. It's just what you propose to the state. Okay.
Yes, correct.
So there's nothing that, it's not like a term sheet where we're approving terms and that you're gonna sign, because that has liability and all that. So we're gonna leave that up to staff to draft. Right? Yeah. I had made a request back about a year ago that if we're approving contracts, I would like to see either a term sheet or a draft agreement that we're approving, because there are terms and liability clauses and I'm not comfortable with. So that was my request to staff, that if we're approving a contract, and especially if we're sole sourcing the contract, I would like the contract in front of me, or the terms of that contract. So I don't know if that was contemplated, that that's what we're doing tonight.
It was not.
So that I'm clear, I was taking this discussion, if this motion passed, that staff would work on that agreement and bring it back for the board's approval. Is that your understanding?
That's my understanding. If that's what you say, then that would be great. What was the motion again?
Well, is it really to bring it back again? or is
I don't
it-
know,
okay, all
so
right. No,
I'm
no.
genuinely
No,
asking
no.
because I don't,
It's,
Yeah.
that's what I was presuming, but I don't want
It's in the
I mean-
language is in there.
I would assume that it would include, now let me try this one with you, Paul. Final, subject to
I think we're making the consultant feel very
The,
uneasy
legal-
as well.
review of the contract.
correct, and finalize down on the proposal.
Yeah, I don't know what the terms are.
Right,
But
so, if you could clarify that for me, that would be cool. Okay.
We're giving you direction on the process, we should go through, bring back to it.
Yeah.
So it's come back. This
Oh,
was
no, I
first-
don't think I'm hearing
Not
that.
sole, no, it's the sole source that you go and negotiate with the,
Correct,
Come up
work
with
with
a
parties and
contract.
come back again, is that, I mean, that would be what was it you were intending in the memo, which is, if they were to go with just sole sourcing the Clark deeds, that we would work on an agreement with them and bring it back for approval. Because we don't have we don't have a specific proposal from them yet.
You're putting,
Words in it, sorry, I'm sorry, whatever, if you just want to let me
There
know.
got to be a rationale, we don't have a proposal in front of us.
You don't have a proposal in front of you because my request was that you give us direction as to how to proceed in the selection of a consultant. There is no contract as of yet to put in front of you.
So we bring it back. That's
If you're directing staff to do so, absolutely.
what we have
okay,
to
let's do it. Bring it back.
Okay, so to be clear, the consensus is for me to bring it back,
we
or no?
moved on the motion to direct you to either bid it or to bring us back a sole source. I think that's what your decision.
And if it is a sole source, if you could just identify like the policy states for now until we change it, the reasons that we're sole sourcing.
Well, the reason is that the board has just voted on it.
But we will go on.
When we vote on it, if we vote on it.
Even so, though, usually it is, it's the policy that you're supposed to have. Right. I mean, it sounds funny, but this is procurement. Procurement's probably the one most important aspect of government process. And so if we have an adopted policy that says we need to follow some procedure, until it is amended, we should follow that procedure. When we get audited, they look at the things that are adopted.
I'd like to withdraw my motion, I think we ought, just taking a look now at one of the items in the grant award, we need to bid this. We have a policy, we need to bid it. The grant award says that we've got to comply with all local procurement requirements. So I think the direction to staff should be to give proposals. It doesn't say bid, it says proposals. So, and again, I propose, our policy doesn't say we have to pick the lowest one, but the policy does say we have to go out and get proposals for professional services. One of the conditions, it's number, I just lost it, it's one of the conditions on the grant award requirements for the grantee. So I think we should direct staff to get proposals.
Second.
Next, number 9.
Or not.
I don't know that we need a, this,
No, it's not.
we'll do it as a motion. So we have a motion to bid on it, go out for bid, or get proposals. And we have a second. Any other discussion?
What is request for qual, request for proposals?
Proposal.
Not bid.
Right.
I have request for proposals.
Okay. All in favor of the motion stated, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
So does that change the process that Rebecca followed in terms of bringing it back? So the RFPs will come in, then they'll come, you'll make a recommendation with the contract just attached to it, and then we would award it. Okay.
Okay, next item. Consider parklet policy.
No.
And it changed from community, it's always been a community business committee, my committee that I chair, and it moved to Public Works. We didn't have a chance to talk about it anyway.
Yeah, I'm not prepared to do anything.
So,
Are you guys going
I propose putting it back to community business relations.
Trustees over
That, no, that's just, yeah.
I don't think we even need a motion on this. Or, okay,
Can you clarify that for me, just for future? So if you table something, you don't make a motion?
Well, you're not really tabling it, you just adjourn your consideration.
Is that
I mean, tabling is a physical
we're
event
deferring.
where you place it on the table and there has to be a separate motion to bring it off the table with a
Oh, okay.
procedural.
So you
You
just
don't want
have
to do that, you just want to adjourn discussion and consideration of the matter. If everybody's in agreement that, she said, if everybody's in agreement, that it needs more time in the committee, and everybody's in agreement that this particular committee needs to look at it. That's the procedural.
Thank you for the clarification.
Okay, and the final one? So consider resolution 02, proclaiming May 12th as International Migratory Bird Day.
Excuse me, while I find my resolution.
Well, you got enough of them?
16 things open here at once, I'm sorry. Do you have our third resolution? Go ahead.
I would
Yes,
move,
please, thank you.
I would move to adopt resolution 2018-02, proclaiming May 12, 2018 as International Migratory Bird Day in the village of Shorewood.
Second.
Discussion? I think this is a resolution that's making a roll call vote on it. Oh, wait, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't see.
I just wanted to state, for a future agenda item, it relates to this, I'm just stating it now, that I would like to reevaluate and adjust if possible, or at least consider the adjustment of our tree removal policy because of, this is an example of, we are a bird city, by adopting this, we maintain our bird city designation. We went through the Wilson Drive process, and I was confused on the emerald borer ash policy and why we were removing white ash trees when our policy says that we didn't have to do it. But we did anyway, we slated them for removal. And so that's probably our best habitat for birds right now, and we're taking down half of the trees. So everyone on board obviously knows I had a really hard time with that. So anyways, I will put it on the future agenda list if we're allowed to do that at the end of the committee. Sometimes we've been trying to limit that. But anyways, I just wanted to state that I am in full support of keeping the habitat as, and any way we can look at that again.
I would also like to state I'm in full support of migratory birds and maintaining our environment, our area. And I don't remember us proposing to cut half the trees down. I think in the village, was that the statement? I don't think. Our intent is to preserve the trees and to try to keep them healthy. We spend a considerable amount of resources in the village maintaining our trees, our urban trees.
Okay. Resolution, roll call vote.
Trustee Menta. Aye. Trustee Bachers.
Yes.
Trustee Maher.
Yes.
Trustee McKay.
Yes.
Trustee Roser.
Yes.
Trustee Zobek.
Aye.
President Johnson.
Yes. Okay, that moves us to Public Safety Committee. Trustee Bachors, consider ordinance 2090, right turns prohibited on red signals.
Okay, thank you. So we're presented tonight with an ordinance, I guess, update, if you will, or modification. And a little background, we had a lot of interest from the Morris Drive neighborhood regarding traffic flows and traffic calming opportunities. And back late last summer, early fall, Trustee Zobek as the Public Works Chair and I as the Public Safety Chair along with staff hosted a public forum, I guess, or more discussion regarding the traffic at the time, and a lot of different calming measures were proposed. So this is part of a larger comprehensive plan, but in the short term, we're being asked to modify 2 stop signs that currently are no turn on red when pedestrians are present to no turn on red, period. And the purpose of this is to further call, or to try to prevent some of the people that might be traveling down Morris, south on Morris, from Capitol to, what is that, Menlo? And vice versa, as a quick means to get through the village. So I will make a motion and then we can discuss this further. So I move to adopt ordinance 2090 regarding right turns prohibited on red signals.
Second.
Discussion?
Currently say no turn on red.
With pedestrians. So the,
Not in the ordinance before, or?
well, this would just be no turn on red.
Oh,
So
We're
it's
gonna
actually
ask
two
that-
ordinances, right?
We're gonna ask Tyler to clarify this for us.
Okay,
All right.
so I included for you both the red line version and the final copy. So we will use the red line version to show you the illustrated changes. The only changes that we are making,
Thank you.
yeah, does that help?
Yes, it
Okay, the
does.
only changes that we're making is instead of saying when pedestrians are present, you're going eastbound on both Capitol and Menlo, at the Capitol Morris intersection and the Menlo Oakland intersection, going eastbound, trying to take a right turn. Instead of saying take a right turn when pedestrians are present, you're just saying no right turn on red. That's and then I saw one change that said like North Capitol or something like that, so I'm just making that change because I was looking through the ordinance and I saw that here, so.
Currently, eastbound Capitol at Morris, the sign says no turn on red when pedestrians are present.
That's correct. So that sign will then, if approved, if passed, it would then just say no turn on red. Just so you know,
But the eastbound Capitol at North Morris Boulevard wasn't listed here for striking, so that was the part that confused me. Some of the things were changing from when pedestrians are correct. No, we're not.
oh, yeah.
So some of these, there's some intersections that are listed here that aren't changing.
that's correct. They're staying the same. There's only 2 that are changing. You gotta remember, if we're changing the language to say when on red, you'll see an added line because we still need direction on the other 3
I got it,
parts
but
of the intersection.
What just jumped out at me is we're not striking out a line that says eastbound on
Oh, I see.
Capitol at Morris when pedestrians are present. We're not striking that out, which makes me wonder, are there other have we ground truthed all the intersections, or have we just used this list? Because we just identified
No,
one, no turn on red except when
Yeah.
when pedestrians
That
are
wasn't
present,
there.
that exists, that's not on the list.
I don't think this has been updated in a very long time, is that correct?
yeah, this, I don't know, this
I
list.
don't think it's accurate. My
You think there, are you suggesting there's more intersections than
I'm
last time?
not suggesting, I'm just
Okay.
curious if there are others that are in existence now that weren't in the existing policy.
Paul just identified that one of the ones we're making a change to wasn't in the ordinance at all. And so, he was just wondering if there are others out there that you came across during your research that should be in the ordinance, that exist but that are not yet, because we haven't looked at it in a while.
How could signs be, how could traffic signs be changed without us taking, without board action?
It's just a question.
We changed the K up, let's leave the K up, we're not there.
Okay, let me pull it up here, Paul, so I can.
Or maybe it wasn't there and it's just a mistake.